Thanks for joining me for another installment of Dismantle Race. Today we're going to try to use a Monopoly board, the game Monopoly, to show you how white supremacy racism works in this country. We have some particular rules to this game that'll be on the screen shortly. Make sure you pause it so you can see all the rules, because it doesn't just show you what the rules are, but they actually give you the reason for the rules. And these rules are all based on real history that happened in this country. There are two pieces on this board. One represents white, the other one represents black. We believe in our study of racism that the most important component to racism is racial categories. Once you are split up into different categories, this is the reason why people can have a different experience in the same country. The other thing that is important to note also is that just like in this game and just like in the real world, your opponent's feelings does not dictate anything in this game. Meaning that your opponent does not have to hate you in order for this to work. And so instead of Monopoly, we replaced it with the race game. As you can see in the rules, we started people with different money amounts, unlike the regular game of Monopoly where you start off even. And the blacks also do not have an opportunity to participate in chance or community chess because, of course, like the rules say, they were denied citizenship in this country, and so they cannot participate in community events. This is a very, very good example of how to explain white privilege, especially when you understand that individual white people do not contribute to white privilege. It is a systematic thing. If you are black and you play this game, of course, you understand these experiences all too well. But I think the most significant part of this game is if you call yourself black and you play as a white, and vice versa. If you call yourself white and you play as a black, the head start that is given to whites in this country was not something that was that they did on their own. Just like when you play this game, the person who plays as white, they didn't ask for the advance. They didn't ask for the head start. They did not ask for so much more currency than the other players. But the system provided that for them. And so if you're black and you play in this game, you have to understand that you did not ask for the privilege given to you if you're playing as white. You also do not have to you don't have to dislike your opponent in order for you to easily win. As a white looking at this game playing as a black, you also see the starting point is so much different. So when you talk about, oh, now we have equal opportunity, I don't really understand racism. Well, you play this game, and you must understand that the head start matters. And as if you can look at the board now, all of the properties represented on this board right now, when this game played out, belonged to the person who was playing as white. All the railroads, all the utilities, as you can see, there's hotels on the board. They wore the black piece out. The black piece was able to acquire some property, but it was quickly had to be sold or mortgaged just to stay in the game. And so we'll show you what the blacks were able to acquire. But this is, of course, property that they had to sell back. And of course, the game is over at this point. One of the biggest things in this is when you go around twice without being able to acquire property, it really dooms you. going around twice without acquiring property and having to pay all the fines and rent that you have to when you are playing against someone who can acquire property at will. It's just a great way for for parents to teach kids, but even for colleagues and friends to play and understand the advantage that was given to a quote-unquote race in this country. And it just really is good at explaining white privilege. And so I encourage you guys, play this game. And I encourage you also to comment on your experiences and how the game played out for you. Excellent teaching tool, something we can buy at your Walmart and your Targets or whatever, $20, and you can teach a little bit of American history with it. So enjoy, and again, please give me some feedback and comments. Thanks again.